Everything a person steals, come the losses and take it, which means is one way or the other will be lost. But not only it will be lost, it will be lost double than what you stole. And not only that the person lose double, he also will get punished for the actual stealing. So let's see what we have. A person steals $1,000 now. And he thinks, oh, I'm richer now. I have more money. 5 years later, he loses 2,000. Accident, engine problem, all kinds of things. And that's not even the punishment yet. That's just reality. This is the law of nature. Whatever you take from here eventually goes from there. Now, the punishment is still pending when a person dies. Still have to get punished for the aggravation he caused the person he stole it from. So it's really such a bad thing to do. If a person understands how Hashem runs the world, every dollar he steals, he's going to have to pay with 100% interest, penalty. And still get the punishment, which is 1,000,000 times worse than the actual money. Forget the money, let's say he made a lot of money, he can pay it back, no problem. But the actual, if a person did not make tshuva, and did not satisfy the person he stole it from, he can never enter heaven ever, no matter how righteous he is besides his stealing. Listen good now. Amar Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi. This is a little bit strong, but we are in Elul, I allow myself. Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi is one of the 10 people in history that went to the next world with their body. Eliyahu Hanavi is one of them. Eliezer Eved Avraham is one of them. Not that many people made it. Few of them were not Jews. I believe about 3 from the 10 are non-Jews. Righteous Gentiles. 10 of them did not die, which means there was no separation between the body and the soul. Normally the way of the world is the soul has to come out of the body goes to the grave, and the soul by itself goes to the next world, what we call heaven. In a very, very rare case, the body and the soul becomes one, which means, what does it mean one? The person sanctifies his body so much that there's no difference now between the physical part of the person to the spiritual part. It's all one. Very interesting. One of them is Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi. The Gemara brings a whole story about him, how he made it there. This is a person who never said something from his mouth and didn't keep. When he died, supposedly when he went to the next world, Hashem said, go and review his entire life. If he ever promised something and did not keep his promise or cancel his vow, then he has a problem. But if not, there's nothing you can do to him. They check his entire life and he always kept everything he said. Now listen good what happened. He said like this. One time I was walking and I saw Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hanavi came to him. Eliyahu Hanavi became an angel. Was a person, was born to a mother and father, and in the end what happened? Became an angel. Went up to heaven with his body. Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah in English. Eliyahu Hanavi came to him and said to him, do you want me to take you to a tour in Gehenom? You want me to take you to Poland, to Auschwitz, to see what's happening there live? But there's 7 different places, not one, 7 different levels. I told him yes. I'm very curious to see what's going on over there. So he saw me, all the wicked people hanging over there, one next to the other. And then, I'm skipping, I don't want to describe what's going on over there, I don't want to ruin your night. But I want to get to the point. He showed me a place when there are people who are tied with their hands. They cannot move their hands. And there's very cruel angels feeding them beach sand. What's beach sand? Beach sand is glass. How do you make glass? You take beach sand, you burn it, you melt it, and it becomes glass. And that's how you design the glass. This is the main material. From sand you make glass. Imagine eating a fluorescent light bulb. It's not exactly a pleasant breakfast, no? So they take spoon and they feed them with this kind of sand, and their teeth is broken and all bleeding, and the teeth are falling apart. And they try not to eat. They scream, they try not to eat, because obviously it's very painful. And then he saw Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, that God himself tell these people, wicked, why you refuse to eat? When all your life you ate stolen food, was very delicious, huh? Now when the time to pay for all your stealing came, you refuse to eat? Where does it say that this is what's going to happen to all the thieves when they die? And it could be some of us. Don't have to be a professional con artist or a robber to be called a thief. You can be a very religious man, try to be very nice, and here and there you're not 100%. You cheated your landlord. You tricked him. You pretend there is a leak. You skip 1 month of rent and you didn't deserve it. That's it. You fall into this category. Very scary. Sometimes when a person dies, he has 7 different judgments. Judgment for the body, judgment for the nefesh, judgment for the ruach, judgment for the neshama. Wow, so many different steps. 7 different judgments. Finally, he finished to pay for all his sins. Now it's clean. He's supposed to enter heaven for good. That's it. No more reincarnations. And they say, we're very sorry. Your visa expired. Why? You owe money. You have to go back to the physical world to return the money. I owe money? Yeah, you stole from that person $2,000. No, it's not. It was his fault. He didn't do the job. Whatever. I'm very sorry. We have a verdict from God. We cannot let you in. This is your place over there. But with Gezel, Gehenom does not clean. You got to go back to this world to pay back. How am I going to go back to the world? How? You're going to be a female. You used to be Avram. Now you're going to be Rivka. And you're going to marry this person that you owe him money. You understand? And you're going to do work. And until you bring him enough money like what you stole, then you're going to have an accident, you die, and you come back to heaven. But not before you pay back. Or the other way around. You'll be the husband, and then you get divorced, and the wife will take everything you have. And this is what you owe her from previous life. And you cannot enter heaven. Why? Nobody can enter heaven until he finishes to pay what he owes.
What if she does more sins on the way there?
The sins, again, the sins were already clean. We are talking after all the 7 steps of the cleaning, that a person was cleaned already. What happened now? Now he has to come back here to pay, because over there there's no payment. You cannot pay. Who's you going to pay? You pour the money to the fire, you're done over there. You clean. They clean your soul from all your sins. You are not doing this, you're not doing that. Everything was clean. Now you still have money that it's not yours. You have to give it.